Alright folks, welcome to episode 14 of the wee podcast. Phil here with Clarky.
Hello.
Just want to say thanks for watching the videos, liking the videos and sharing all the videos. Let's go! If you'd be so kind this week, Clarky, to define this week's episode, please.
Well, according to the dictionary, it is literally defined as a strong feeling of support or allegiance.
That's an erection, isn't it? Yeah.
Do you agree with that definition?
I do not.
Why?
Well, the story began, Clarky. But no, I just don't think it's a real thing.
At all?
Maybe back in the day.
But now?
No, it's just, no. I don't think there's any point in it because no one shares it. It's not a shared thing anymore. I don't think, personally. Because, like in, say, like the job front or whatever, if you're in a job,
Oh, yeah.
it's a big thing.
Yeah.
You know, you could be like the little minuscule man, and you could be friends with, say, like the manager or something, and sometimes you would ask the manager to, you know, not that you're going to be that guy. It's like, oh, well, you wouldn't give us a wee hand up there and stuff like.
Yeah.
But that's, you know, it's just being like a friend and stuff. But whenever it comes to the hierarchy and stuff, whenever you're like a manager, and even if you are friends with everyone and you're you know, a good manager and stuff,
yeah.
it doesn't matter. People will just slag you off all the time. You know, they're not going to do things for you regardless of what you do or who you are.
It's like any job though. Like,
Oh no, well yeah,
no matter where you are in that chain of command, at the end of the day, you've got a clock in number.
Yeah.
Or you've got a.
you're just a number.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
can
that's
literally. Like, what was that picture I sent earlier? It was something like.
The dildo one. Oh no, not that one. Sorry,
No,
not
that was
one.
you.
Yeah.
No, you did want to know which one to buy on Amazon.
I did.
No,
I found the perfect one.
no, what do you call it? What was the wee quote? Do you remember?
You're asking me the guy that doesn't remember any quotes anywhere.
True.
Unless it's like films.
Basically, the quote said that don't worry about work because they won't worry about you. They'll replace you tomorrow.
Oh no! You see, the thing is, I never seen that because I seen.
Oh, did you not?
No, I didn't. I was busy. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I was busy that time. I seen someone write something about you know, you're only a number.
Fergal. Yeah.
Fergal. I
Yeah,
seen Fergal and Kyle's chat. I think like a little snippet of it. And I was like, oh, I'm supposed to be talking about work related stuff or something.
Yeah.
But it's very true though. I mean, it doesn't matter where you are in a job. Like that's all you are. You're just a number, and
100%.
you may make friends and stuff in there, and you may end up.
No matter how long you're there for, as well. That's the other thing.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter if you're there for 60 years. It wouldn't matter
Yeah.
if you're stuff from very very beginning. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Unless of course you manage to make yourself the CEO of said
But
company.
even those fellas get done in now. Even those guys.
Done
get,
in?
like, well, not killed, but like. Well, some of them might, but
Some
like
of them might,
some
yeah.
of them, like even those guys get like, you know, booted out. You know, look back in Steve Jobs.
True, actually, yeah.
He got kicked out of
Very
Apple.
true.
They didn't agree with him.
Yeah, there was no shared respect between anybody in that place, really. Well, whenever he was kicked out anyway, but
And then he went on to create. Do you remember the company? Pixar.
oh yeah, right enough.
Yeah. A couple of other things as well, but definitely I remember Pixar.
Well, now he's dead.
Yeah.
All that work for
Poor fella. Like.
for nothing. Like.
Well, he changed the world. He did.
Well, he's changed the world for the worse, I think, though.
Why?
Apple.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Why? What's wrong
Never getting sponsored by them, I'll tell you.
with him?
No, I just no.
Happy something with that.
Wouldn't it? Hello there, guys. What's the problem with our products exactly? No, I'm just funny if we're actually recording on a Mac as well.
Yeah.
No, just never really been a big fan of them. Like
Mhm.
I prefer having a Mac just because of the creativity and stuff it
Yeah,
brings with it,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But yeah, just
Are you
never.
loyal to any brand?
Uh,
Like you're getting a new phone.
I know I'm getting a new phone. I know it's
Which
a
is-
Samsung.
yeah.
I know it's a Samsung.
What was your phone before that one?
It's a Samsung.
Okay.
Listen here. No, listen.
Linda, listen.
Linda. It's like a Ross. But no, I'm not really loyal to them. It's just because they're just the best phone out there for me.
For you.
Yeah, for me
Right.
as a person. Which
So
I know
how did you look into other phones before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
I
ones?
Listen, Linda. Right? I did look into the iPhones as well, just because Lauren has one and she's like, "Oh, the iPhones are amazing."
Yeah.
Did that. Didn't like them.
Mm-hmm.
Just I looked into the Sony Xperia and all them woeful ones. Not very good.
See, nowadays there really are only like
There's only like the
two.
like, yeah. And
the
most Google phones as well. You got the Google phones, and they're all like the Pixel ones and stuff.
I've never understood the Google phone. Like it looks really nice. Like as in visually, it looks nice. But see the camera thing where it's like Google take a selfie. Yeah. Just press the buttons. Don't be so bloody lazy.
I know, it's so stupid. Like, but I mean, with Samsung, do you remember the JCB phone?
No.
You remember the JCB?
I don't
phone?
think so.
The big yellow cased phone.
No.
It's like you couldn't crack it. It was like the most unbreakable phone ever.
I don't know. I don't remember this.
Oh.
Was it cool?
I don't know.
Sounds cool.
Does sound cool. We'll never buy one though. Just because it didn't have Samsung right now. No. But no, Samsung's like they're good for me. Like I just enjoy them, and
you like the operating system. And
the Android's just brilliant. But like Android's in everything that isn't Apple.
Yeah.
Really. So.
Well, what's Google run on Android?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's.
Who created it?
Android?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It's not like I take it to Samsung purchased.
I think they're all purchased things, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Android's an actual operating software that everyone just bought for their phone, yeah. But yeah, all that knowledge on phones there. But I just enjoy the like I said, like the operating it's a grand phone.
Is what you prefer, and obviously see nowadays in the top range of phones.
It's Apple and
they
Samsung.
all do the same stuff.
But it's Apple and Samsung like the main two things. Like that's like I think like Huawei and all them ones and they've all got the same interface, and BlackBerry they have their own one.
Are they bringing out a new phone?
Couldn't go.
I heard they were bringing out a new one.
Don't care. Terrible phone. I
never had one.
I had one and it had the little scroller thing on it.
Yeah.
And my one got really really hot, and you couldn't scroll anymore. You had like.
Really quick flicks.
Because it was so sore. So when you're charging, you put your thumb on it, and you burnt your thumb off you.
Really?
A big square thumb. Yeah, but not loyal to Samsung. I'm just loyal to Android. I think.
Okay.
That's about it. But I mean,
just obviously those phones at the moment are the best.
Yeah. Well, I mean the Samsung S9 is amazing.
Is that the top one now? I don't know what Samsungs are.
What do you mean the top? Like the new?
Is that the best of the new Samsungs?
Well, it's only released on the 16th of March this year.
Right, so it's the newest.
It's the newest model.
Best.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing as the S8, but they've just got new things in it. Really, like it's the same sort of like RAM. I think maybe the same RAM in it and stuff. But I don't know the specs of it, like. But it's I read some reviews on it because I didn't know whether to go for the S8 or the S9.
Yeah.
Don't know why I'm talking about this for, but
I asked about loyalty.
You did. But S9, I just went, well, do you know what? It's coming out. Yeah. On like the 16th of March. It's a brand new phone. Probably not the best idea because it's like the first batch.
It'll be fine unless it goes on fire.
Well, yeah, and I die.
Yeah,
yeah. I might lose an ear when I'm on the phone or something. But no, it's got like all this new stuff on it. I mean, everyone says all these new phones have all this amazing technology, but this truly does. Like it's got that whole translation thing through the camera. Yeah. Don't know how well it's going to work whenever you get the phone.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, I'd love it. I would think it'd be brilliant. You could travel the amount of countries you could travel to.
Yeah.
Or even the amount of if you bought like an IKEA table and you're like, oh, I want to read this in Swedish.
Piece of crap.
Yeah. It's terrible. We're not getting sponsored by IKEA. We're not getting sponsored by Apple. But yeah, you could just read it in the Samsung thing. And you're like, oh well, I can read that in Swedish. But then obviously it's in English because it translates it. But and then that whole slow mo thing is like extra slow mo, like super slow mo.
What is that?
Slow mo?
No, I know what slow mo is. But what like is super slow mo like?
Super slow mo. Well,
is that like those videos where somebody online will pop a balloon and you'll see like the water or water balloon and it'll like hold its shape while all the rubber falls in the end.
Pretty much, yeah. Okay. Like there was a video of this woman. I think it's like an advertised video. It was this woman squirting a bottle of water on some guy's face. It's not dirty, Clark. I'm just saying. But the left one was the slow mo, and the right one was the super slow mo. Yeah, and it just really takes more pictures and it just goes like slower to his face.
Oh, okay.
But it was cool.
I have to admit, I don't use slow mo ever on my phone.
To be fair, I mean,
I don't know when you would need it.
I'm just
it's a cool feature to have, though.
I'm just a sucker for new phones. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Don't use them that often for an awful lot of things. But
yeah, well, that's it.
Don't even use them at gigs or anything.
No, I take the odd photo and that's it.
So I don't really know, but if you're asking that question to being loyal to a brand, then
Like
yes,
I don't see
Xbox,
myself.
Microsoft.
Yes, that's a good one.
That's about the only one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The loyalty goes all
agree.
around the place. It's like its own little world.
Yeah.
But it's in everything. But no, definitely Xbox. Yeah, Microsoft, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, they're split now, I think, aren't they?
What do you mean?
Are they not split companies now?
Who?
I don't
Microsoft and Xbox?
Maybe I'm talking cake.
I don't think so.
I have no idea.
But I don't know. You could be right. I'm not sure.
Probably.
I don't know. But I'd be the same, 100%. Xbox. I've considered getting a PS4, but never bothered.
I've got one, but I haven't really used it that much.
Yeah, like it's, you know what it is though. I think a lot of it'll sort of link in to what we'll probably talk about in a bit. But basically, that we play the Xbox because our friends play the Xbox as well.
Well,
Because gaming is very social
no.
as well as antisocial, but it's very like
I wouldn't think it's antisocial.
but you don't go outside.
But you're still talking to your mates though. That's being social.
Yeah. Okay.
To go outside just because you go outside doesn't mean I'm talking to the lawnmower.
I
you know?
love being in the garden. Yeah,
I love the
social
grass. But no, I remember whenever the transition between P7 and first year,
Yeah.
it was like, what console are you getting? Are you gonna get the PlayStation? What do you get? And then I didn't really care. I just got the Xbox.
I changed. The PS2 was the last PlayStation I had.
I just got new friends. I just didn't care.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I don't need you guys anymore.
Yeah, you guys
Get your
are
PlayStation 3s.
PS3 boys.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna go Xbox.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start a whole console war.
You know what actually got me changing from the PlayStation to the Xbox? Do you remember the Xbox Crystal?
No,
No?
I don't think so.
It was an Xbox, but instead of being black, it was like see-through and silver and stuff.
Oh yes, I remember that. Sure, they did that one with the PlayStation as well.
Did they?
The PlayStation 1. Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah,
Oh
it was a
yes.
see-through
It was
PlayStation.
like a purpley.
Yeah, no, it was see-through. It was.
I thought it was like a
transparent.
purpley color. No.
No, it was see-through. Yeah. Because you could see all
Maybe
the
they
little
had.
circuit
Oh,
boards
I'm
and
thinking of controllers. Sorry.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm being stupid. But
Maybe I'm thinking of controllers.
but no, I think you're right. But they definitely, like the Xbox Crystal, and I remember seeing it on TV. Probably the first advert that I actually remember being like, "Holy crap!"
Really?
Yeah, and
I've
I was
never seen
like,
it before.
"Need one of those." Got one of those. Haven't had a PlayStation since.
It's good though, because I mean, I know everyone's mad about like loyalty is a big thing between consoles, and obviously you get that whenever you go online to these people sharing like Xbox One exclusives or PlayStation 4 exclusives or something, they're like, why don't you bring it to Xbox, or vice versa and stuff. And at the end of the day, like, I know they're the things that define the console at the end, like that's obviously the specs on top of it, but you'll be playing with your friends on the console, playing with the games and the exclusives and stuff, but what's the point in shouting about them? Like, people just go nuts on the online and start crying over this. Like, oh, I'm a PlayStation boy. Well, good for you, mate. That's great.
Enjoy that.
And then you have those two guys coming in, Xbox, PS4, and then the PC man comes in and goes, well, my computer's amazing because it's got like
300,000 RAM.
yeah, and you're like, oh, it's all
Cool.
It's your prerogative to have a keyboard and a mouse, just like it's my prerogative to have a controller that doesn't seem to work very well. But
Yeah.
it's a strange one. You go online and just people go nuts about everything, and it's just
But even within, if you go even sort of deeper in amongst into games, through games consoles,
like franchises. You mean?
yeah, like people are very, very protective and go absolutely nuts over games that they've either put a lot of time into or feel very strongly about or whatever.
Gears of War was a big one. I remember whenever Epic Games were selling it, they were all like, "What are you guys doing? What's happening?" And like, I think it was I played Gears of War 1 and 2, and I was like, "These games are amazing."
Yeah.
Gears 1 more so than 2, then played Gears 3, and then went on to do the little Gears of War Judgment and stuff, and then Gears 4 came out, and like in between Gears 2 and 3, I think it was, or maybe it was 3 and Judgment. I think that's when they changed. And it just didn't seem right anymore. I don't even know who took them over. Honestly, my game knowledge at the minute is shocking.
Yeah.
Don't know why, but between that, like that franchise was defended throughout the whole thing. It was crazy. Like it really, really was.
That's like even, as you probably well know, Destiny. People put years of playtime into this game.
Streamers.
Yeah, and well, we did too. We put stupid amount of time into Destiny.
Destiny 1, I did.
Destiny 1, sorry, yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
I
talking
did.
about at the moment. And then obviously Destiny 2 came out, the much fanfare and aplomb, and then It just fell so hard.
Like I still like the game. I think I like the concept of the game.
Yeah.
I just wish they were a bit more open with things.
But the kickoff amongst, even on Reddit or the Reddit, on Reddit or wherever, if you look at comment sections, forums, whatever, people were going nuts. Over this game, like, and I, albeit we were probably some of them at the start. Obviously, we probably sort of settled into other things now. I think Destiny's sort of,
at the minute, definitely is taking a wee bit of a back foot. Like, but I mean, it's still up there with the games. Like, I wouldn't mind going back to it at some point, but until then,
you need a reason to.
Yeah, I just don't want to go back just to be disappointed again. Which sort of describes my loyalty to it. Like, but
well,
it's not my fault, unfortunately. It's just the way things went and the way the days went about the whole game. So
yeah, they really messed it up. But
they did the same thing with Gears of War 4, and then I remember Dead Rising 4 came out, and it was like that's one Capcom have always done solid with. Dead Rising, absolutely brilliant. If you throw zombies in front of a zombie lover, you're just gonna have a great game. It doesn't matter if it's terrible or if it's like really pixelated or something stupid. But whenever Dead Rising 4 came out, it was a very weird one because it was a little bit dark and stuff, and they tried to bring back the fun in it, and it just wasn't that fun.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but I don't think I'm ever like that mad into. I'm not like bought into any franchise really.
How would you feel if something happened to UFC?
Right. Well, this isn't getting to where we're talking about, Clark. This
is
very
different
different.
because you're obviously, that's one sport that you're very passionate about. How you're. Do you need a tissue?
No, you don't need tissue.
No.
You just leave me alone.
How would you feel? No. I mean, none of it disappeared. But say, for example, I don't really know enough about UFC, but if there was a change, like what is there anything?
Oh, there has been a change. There's always going to be a change in rules and stuff of like how you fight and stuff like that there. But at the minute, there's an awful lot of boxing referees.
What about this? From now on, in UFC, everyone has to wear pads on like their sides, on their arms.
Well, that's just they wear pads during training.
I know, but they have to do it in fights because people are getting hurt too much.
No, they're not.
They are.
What?
So obviously.
Oh, just hypothetical.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not real.
I was like, no,
it's not real. No, that's
I genuinely thought you meant like people are getting hurt too much. Like you were genuinely like hurt for them.
No.
Oh, okay.
They've chosen this.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
That's fine. They can get their head kicked in all they want, but basically, if they brought in that rule, would you still watch it?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I was still.
Your love of the sports overriding.
Yeah, but then it would never happen because you could never.
That'd be terrible, wouldn't it?
You would never be able to submit somebody as easily because even the gloves at the minute. So even if you try and like rear naked cheek someone, just with your butt in their face, like a rear naked choke and stuff, like trying to get your hands around the gloves and stuff, like
big gloves.
Yeah, they're not big. It's just like trying to like your fingers are very
restricted.
Yeah, you can't really do an awful lot, but like the people have said about having smaller gloves, bigger gloves, and it's just stupid. Like I know back in the day, like you could wear shoes and you couldn't kick, so you just have to use your fists.
Right.
So you could wear shoes if you wanted to. Like it's this way back in the day, like
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there's going to be changes to the way things are obviously ran because so at the minute there's some states in America that haven't adopted the rules for certain.
So they can't fight in some states.
I mean, they can fight in the states, but they've got the old rules still, so they haven't adopted the new rules.
Oh, okay.
So it's like you can't knee someone or anybody when they've got the hand on the canvas and stuff. So it once they all do that, because it's a bit annoying for fighters going into one state going, are the new rules here? Are they not real?
Punch him when
can I punch him like that, or can I like just put my anyway? You can't do that in some states, so it's a bit annoying for them. But I think if that was the change with the whole pads thing, it'd be really awkward. I don't know how I would feel about that. But the minute they've got like boxing referees in the sport and they don't really understand the whole takedown thing.
No, whoa, no feet.
Well, they can understand. They can understand that and like kicks and stuff. Like as long as if a boxing referee sees a strike in any way and it's felt or if it's significant or something, like, oh, happy days, that's a good whatever. But then if they like see someone taking someone down and holding them there for like say the 5 minutes of the round or 4.5 minutes or whatever, they'll be like, they would give them the round, but it just would be really bored to them. Yeah. So some fights you don't want to see, just like literally a guy take another guy down or a girl take another girl down, just lay on top of them for the whole 5 minutes. That'd be really stupid. But I still watch it. I still watch them fights.
Yeah.
Like, they're not boring to me because it's the art of MMA. Like,
part of the game.
You like to see that, you know, because there's sometimes not even any striking's used and guys just grapple each other, and they like the amount of transitions they make is unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's class to watch, but with the whole pads thing, I'd be a bit annoyed. I'd be like, what are you wearing that for, you agent? You know,
because those are the rules. Or let's see, football fan obviously, right? You know, do you ever think at any point, have you ever thought at any point, I can't be asked supporting that team anymore?
No, not really.
100% loyal.
Yeah, well, I've stopped watching the matches and stuff. Like, I just after a certain point, I was like, you know what? It's just
not enjoyable.
What are we doing? like, you know, it's just you watch the matches, and I know it's different when you're watching it on TV and stuff, but you're not there. You're not the players. You're not the team. You don't know what the dynamic. You don't know what. You don't know evidence how it could be raining if you can't even see it sometimes on the TV, but. Just some of the scores you end up with is just like how you could put it down on paper like 4-0 easy, and they're getting beat 3-2 or something easily, and it's just like what are you doing? I know you've stopped watching a couple of times as well.
I've been watching more recently.
I know you have. It's tough to watch
because I care so much, and I try not to, but it's really hard because I care so much. There's times where I'm like, not watching that. Nope. No.
See, I
think I'd be straight back the next week.
Yeah. See, I think I watch some things and I jinx it.
Yeah.
I honestly
I know what
do.
you mean.
I honestly do. Like,
I know what you mean.
If I'm in the room and Dad's in the room, I think he's blaming me for being in the room.
Yeah.
100%.
No, I 100% agree. There used to be stages where I would go to Callum's house and we would watch football, but every time I was at his house, United would lose.
You're joking?
No, like every time, and I used to.
No, just his house.
No, but I legitimately every time. Well, not lose, but the result might not, because you know it was back in the day when United were unreal. We're like winning the league like every year. We're like 10 points, like no problem. And
that's Newcastle United we're talking about, by the way.
but
we're not.
So it got to the point. It got to the point where I was like, I don't know if I can even watch the match here.
Yeah,
we're gonna lose.
Yeah,
but then. There was a game where United ended up beating Chelsea. I think it was 3-2, and I just remember at that point thinking, right, it's broke, we're fine, that's it, fixed.
The losing streak.
But like legitimately, it must have been about 4 or 5 times I was up there, and I used to be a point where I used to text him, be like, you may come down here.
Yeah.
If we're watching the football, because I'm not.
And did you win with it? So did we
my house was fine. Yeah.
That's strange.
Yeah. There was even a game where I think we went 2-0 behind to Chelsea. And I was like, well, that's that. And Callum was like, no, hold on, 2 each. And I just remember being like, well, if we were in your house, it'd been 6-0.
Yeah, so, more than likely. Yeah. But forget about like loyalty to a team. It's more like whenever you think about the team, players and stuff, their loyalty to the manager, what they have. Because sometimes it's not reciprocated at all.
No, but then
I mean,
it's easier to get rid of the manager than it is to get rid of 11 players.
100%, but I mean, you can't just go, well, he's not doing very well, is he? We'll give him a bit of a chance, you know. You can't.
They do now though, because football's so, not even just football, but okay, yeah, just football. It's more basically if you don't win in 8 games.
Oh no, yeah, no,
right.
I understand that 100%, but is that, do you reckon that's down to them being a bad manager, or is that down to the players not respecting the manager, or vice versa? Or what do you think it's down to?
Both. I think it comes down to you need the right blend.
Yeah.
And you know, you look at Alan Pardew, he's went into West Brom, had an absolutely horrible time. They're gonna get relegated. I think he's won once in something like 14 games. He's just had absolutely no luck at all. Yeah. But he had a great run in Newcastle. They gave him a 7-year contract. You don't get that for doing crap.
No.
A decent run at Crystal Palace as well. You know, he's had other good jobs, West Ham, Charlton, those sorts of sides.
Yeah.
Was touted for the England job at one point as well, but just over there it just hasn't worked. You know, the player stole a taxi in Spain.
Lovely.
Did you hear about that?
No.
Johnny Evans, Gareth Barry, Jake Livermore.
Yeah.
They went out and were told to be back by 11, which apparently, according to the guys in Sky Sports, usually means about 12. They came back in at 5 in the morning, and they'd stolen a taxi.
Only a bit late.
Yeah. So
Well,
the team's fighting relegation is horrible. But the manager can't. He took them away to Barcelona for warm weather training, gave them a night off to go and try and enjoy themselves, and trusted them. Wasn't reciprocated at all. So I think if you're asking whose fault is it, well, the players have to respect the manager. He's in charge. He's your boss. But nowadays players are so powerful they can just get rid of. Like, it just takes one player.
It's a very bad dynamic to have in a football.
It's just unfortunate, but it's worth so much money.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy when you think about it. Like nowadays compared to way back in the 60s.
But not even.
Well,
you go back
even before that. It's
You go back 20 years.
Yeah, but I mean, people just. Well, I suppose you could, yeah, but like nowadays, it's hard to even think if anyone's actually playing football for the sport anymore, or if it's just for the money. Or
they give contracts to kids at like 19, 18 years old, 20,000, 30,000 pound a week.
That's mental.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's why the love for the sport's just sort of gone. Then, really.
Well, yeah. I mean, people get into it for money. Like, if you look at Gabriel Jesus, who plays for Man City, he's what, 20?
Yeah.
He'll be on over £100,000 a week.
Yeah.
He's 20.
That's crazy. I would say that's one thing I like about the UFC though, but it's not, because I prefer them to get paid a lot more than what they actually do.
Yeah, they don't they literally put their lives on the line.
Well, the thing was though, like, it was never even a big money sport though. Like, boxing was always been a big money sport, but MMA was never a big money sport. People just got into it because they like fighting and stuff, and they like the art of it. Whereas now everyone's just trying to get big money fights, and it's just a pain in the hole.
Well, that's where it comes down to. You see the players that are probably fighters as well that are loyal to one club or one whatever. I know at one point, because obviously as a United fan, Scholes, Inter Milan came with a blank check to United.
Yeah.
How much? And they basically said to Scholes, like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And he handed them it back and said, buy the club.
Yeah, but I mean, Paul Scholes is basically Fergie's son, so.
Oh, he was outstanding footballer, but you just don't get one man sort of
team.
Yeah. No, sorry, one team players, if you know what I mean. Like,
yeah.
Likes of Giggs and
not anymore. You don't.
Scholesy or those sort of players are gone. Like,
yeah,
you won't see those. I don't think again.
Hopefully, at some point you would do. I mean, obviously there has to be some sort of young kid up and coming that has to have that mindset on them.
I hope so, because you look at even.
We're not all bad people.
No, but I mean, you look at Harry Kane playing at Spurs for, I think it's £100,000 a week, but he could be anywhere else.
All?
Yeah, that's our wage. That's our wage cap. Nobody earns over 100 grand. Spurs.
Not that much, really. I get that in about 2 days.
Well, considering you look at.
If I played football, I'd be like $1 million a day.
Neymar's on £500,000 a week.
Yeah.
So
it's mental. Like,
Harry Kane is probably the best striker on the planet, and he should be on, in real terms, like if you look at everybody else, he should be on double what he's on, but he's not, because he loves Spurs.
It's always one thing that we've always disagreed with as well, is the money in the sport, because you've always said it's a gift and you can't teach it.
You can't.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can teach it to an extent, but
yeah.
You cannot, like, for example, you can't go to uni for 4 years and be a professional footballer.
Yeah, but can you justify paying someone £1 million?
What for?
Just to play football?
Well, it's not me paying them.
Well, I'm just saying, if you were a man, if you had the opportunity to...
If I was given a budget, and the budget comes from obviously people spending money, so people are demanding, so the supply, you have to pay them. That's it. It's just unfortunate.
But but do you think anyone's worth that sort of money?
No,
I didn't think so either.
But it comes down to the fact that
it's all contractual as well.
You just unfortunately have to pay them.
Yeah, unfortunately that is the way it goes. Like, but I mean,
there's no way that soldiers or police officers or firefighters or doctors should be getting paid less than any sports person on this planet.
Well, this is why I like, again, MMA. Loads of people have different jobs.
Yeah.
Whilst also doing, depending on what sort of thing you're with. I mean, Stipe Miocic is the heavyweight champion for UFC, and he's a firefighter.
Seriously? Mm-hmm. That's class.
Loads of cops in the UFC. Jean Valente, there's been loads of them. There's teachers.
Really?
teachers and stuff.
In fact, I think I heard that.
Marion Renault, she is still a teacher. So I think John Valer's it was a firefighter actually, not a policeman. But there has been policemen. There's been any god's amount of people from any different kind of background, and they can still get in, and they can still get like 500 grand from their fight, and then
be alright.
Go home and still. Well, Steve Bay still does like some fireman work anyway. Like he's still doing stuff. Like, and people can go and teach in certain gyms, or they can go and teach anywhere they want. There's just so many things that you can just come from anywhere and just do whatever you want in MMA. It's amazing.
That's like a bit of a random tangent here, but did you ever hear the Steve Buscemi story from 9/11?
Steve Buscemi?
Yeah.
No.
So he used to be a firefighter.
Yeah.
Before he became an actor.
Yeah.
And he became one again in 9/11 to help.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I have.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. It's kind of cool that you can have that background as well, but surely the insurance for that would have been nuts. Because he would have been injured or something. That he would have been.
For him?
Yeah.
I don't even think he would have been worried.
He would have been worried, but his insurance company would, sure.
Well, it depends what he's insured for.
I can guarantee it's not a big building falling on top of you, though.
No, but I think he was more like after.
Yeah, more than likely, yeah.
But still, I think that's pretty cool.
I think I love Steve Buscemi. Like, it's strange when you look at people as well, like in actors and stuff, because you can have like loyalty to the actors as well. You can sort of think,
oh, they're in that film, therefore it's going to be good.
Yeah. Yeah. But then whenever it happens, it's just like, what was I thinking? Like that whole Ben Affleck thing for Batman.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was alright.
No, he was fine, but I just think the film was crap.
Yeah, the film wasn't the best. Like, but Marvel. There's another thing you could be loyal to. Very loyal to. But then, I don't know. It's strange because suppose I should go back to the start and say it does exist to a certain extent.
It does, but I think potentially maybe what you were thinking of was
job front.
Jobs and
life.
People.
Oh no, definitely people. Yeah, that's a big thing. Like it's always gonna happen. Like, but certainly in like material things, like obviously the Xbox companies and you got companies like Marvel and stuff. You got there. You're gonna be loyal to them. Like,
would it be fair to say then that people are more loyal to things than they are to each other now?
Yeah, well, I've been for years. I'm sure.
That's so messed up, isn't it?
That's just life, mate. That's just the way it goes, unfortunately.
Do you then think that now there's less loyalty within relationships in general? I'm including marriage, friendships, everything, the whole spectrum.
Well, I wouldn't know any like sort of facts or anything like.
No, I don't. I'm not asking you. I just mean, do you think?
Maybe because there's more things you can use to get out of them now, really, isn't there? It's like,
okay.
I don't know. I don't think it's a tough one, really. I think we've touched on that before about relationships and stuff but like way back in the day, like writing letters or something stupid. I went off on a full like weirdo tangent, like, but maybe more so now because there's just so many stuff you could just there's like phones you could use, there's tablets you can go on computers and stuff, and you could just hide out anything you want. It's just stupid.
Yeah, it
really is just stupid. Like, but yeah, maybe so.
Do you feel it's important?
What, loyalty? Yeah, 100%. Yeah. You have to have it to a certain extent. Like, I mean,
no, I agree.
You can't just. You're really gonna base it off. I like you and you like me. Sweet.
That's the only way I can really. I think I can be friends with someone. I can't be friends with someone if I don't feel
they're loyal to you,
and vice versa.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, they're just mates. You mean like friends?
Yeah. They're just mates. Like.
But then how would you find that out though?
What do you mean? Like, as if trust sort of comes up within that, I think.
Yeah.
Because in terms of like, I don't know, like if somebody tells you something in confidence, I like to think that, or if I was to tell someone something in confidence, I like to think that
they would keep that.
Yeah, and that, as I say, like in terms of being friends, if somebody, I don't know, was like slabbering about you or whatever, I'd like to think that again that person would be like, here, hold on, you can't be at that.
I think it's even more so whenever you were to say to someone though as well, like if someone was to say something to you about someone else, you'd be like, oh, why are you telling me that? Tell them that sort of thing,
Oh yeah, well I genuinely think that's a really good point. Like I think if somebody does say something like that to you, then if they haven't said that to the other person, they shouldn't be sent to you.
No.
I don't know. I just think that's really underhanded or something.
Loyalty just brushes off everything. Like, it's just so many things you can have it toward, like, just drawn to. But I think that the only ones that really matter are the friendships and the relationships for us. Like,
yeah, for sure.
I mean, like, you've heard NME's closing down as well. You heard NME the magazine.
Really?
It's closing down. It's publishing its last
holy crap
thing.
It's not like going for years.
Yeah, like decades. Like, yeah.
Oh.
So obviously the fan base is that there. I'm assuming it's because of the whole online thing.
So I'd say it'll be the internet.
Because it's the Kerrang and stuff. I think was stopping at some point, or
is it gone too?
No, it's still here. I think there was one. Maybe it was Classic Rock. I think it was maybe. Not too sure which one. No idea. But
Planet Rock's only just started bringing
not
out.
Planet Rock, Classic Rock.
But they've only just started. That's what I mean. That's really weird.
I don't know, man.
But it's a monthly thing. It's not like, or is NME monthly as well?
I think so. It was every month they brought out a new cover, yeah. But it's bringing out its last ever cover this Friday or something, or this month or whatever it is. I don't know, but
that's mad.
Yeah, so obviously the fans there have dispersed and went away to different magazines or just sort of read everything online. Like, yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's done today. It was on the news today, like, but like again, it just that's where it comes from. Loyalty.
That's madness.
I suppose you have to have loyalty to make a business or make a project work, or you know,
100%.
It's just so many things that smacks off. Like, it's just mental to think about that. If you don't have that, then
yeah, where's it gonna go? That very specifically, I suppose, as you say, that'll go very, very specifically with people, especially people you want to be close with or whatever. You know,
yeah. Well, yeah, I suppose. I mean, that could be the basis of an awful lot of things, because loyalty does sort of break up an awful lot of things as well. Like,
yeah, well, 100%.
All friendships and stuff. That's pretty much the reason why everything fell apart.
What is it, sorry?
An old like friendships and relationships and stuff. That's basically the reason. Like, the whole thing fell apart in the first place. Like, once one person goes, the whole dominoes just.
Yeah.
You know, and everything sort of falls after that and crumbles. But
that's the thing. That's what I always think. I used to think was like really sucky, whether you were like school or whatever, and like say like two people were going out, and you were friends with them both, and then they broke up.
Oh, I hated that. That was terrible.
It's almost like you got to pick one. So
I just tell them both to go away.
No, but like say for example, I don't know, like whenever I was like 15, 16, people were going out, and it was a massive group of us. Like, I have no idea how it was so big.
Yeah.
But it was like a summer. There was maybe like, I kid you not, at one point maybe like 40 people. Yeah. Massive. But we all just used to hang out. It was really good. And there were people within that they were going out, and then they broke up, and we were like, oh god. So you almost have to be like, right, you know, who in that point, like I genuinely remember thinking at the time, being like, right, I've got to pick one here. So like at that point I was almost choosing like loyalty, like one person.
Yeah. So
and then I think the other person, as far as I remember, it was just one of those ones where they were sort of like, whenever like some people picked one person, some picked, they stayed, and then there was that sort of uneasy, you know, why are you picking them, sort of blah blah blah. Well, obviously that was very teenage, but
that's their loyalty towards you, and then your loyalty towards them. They'd be like, well, he's very disloyal.
But yeah, I mean, but then again, as I say, I was sort of a silly teenager, but at the same time, like, you know, then, like, it was the biggest thing in the world. You're like, oh god, no, like, but
yeah, I suppose so. I just never really. It was terrible to see, because everyone just sort of went nuts about it. They're like, oh, they're not together anymore, but I just didn't really care.
Something I value very, very highly, like loyalty. Yeah, very, very highly. Like, if
no, it's a top 5 thing. Like,
yeah, no, 100%. Like, you know, I don't know, to use Rachel as an example, like if there wasn't loyalty there, there'd be no relationship.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Like, it's tough in this day and age though. Like, people, you don't know what's happening. You just haven't got a clue.
Again, I think loyalty and trust have to go hand in hand.
Well, I suppose it goes without saying, like, but it's just there's like constant paranoia now as well. You know, and certain people, like, you don't know what's happening and stuff. Like, I remember something as petty as like going on the Xbox and stuff, and I'm sure loads of people around the world have had this thing. Go on Xbox and there's a thing called a private party. Does my head in when people set private parties. Yeah. And you message them or something like, yeah, can I get in or something? Like, why is it private? Or are you, you know, touching yourselves or something? I have no idea what you're doing. But at least send a message back saying like, oh no, we're actually talking about something that that would have no problem with that. The fact that that was the case, that was private in the first place, didn't even bother to send you a message back, but they're your friend, friend, and don't even bother to send you a message back, right? Right, okay, that's annoying. And then you text them about it, say like, I don't know, like a day later, haven't heard from them the day or whatever. No reply whatsoever. Then like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 hours after that, oh yeah, sorry, it was actually talking blah, blah, blah. Just all lies, really.
Yeah.
But that's the stuff like way back in the day, like when I was like 17, 18. It's just stupid stuff. Like it really is, and that sort of spawns an awful lot of emotions and thoughts. And you're just like, well, why is he doing that, or why is she doing that, or you don't really know what to think about it. You're like, well, should I confront them about it? And then once you do confront them, they just make up lies, or are they lying, or
there's always
is that your paranoia being,
There's always an excuse. It's actually funny you say that. I actually was listening to Robert Kirkman talk, the Walking Dead creator, and he was saying way back in the early days, whenever he was writing the comics originally, he would go onto like message boards and forums and stuff, and he checked one particular one and found one of his friends slavering about his work.
Oh, you're joking?
Seriously.
Crazy.
Saying, he's not even a good writer, the story makes no sense, big sort of crap, blah 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 blah. And he was saying never confronted the guy. Never.
I would have been right at his doorstep, like.
Never confronted.
Actually, wouldn't, because it'd be like a big, massive restraining order or something. Like,
but yeah, I mean, he literally never bothered, and I just at that point, whenever I heard that story, it just brought to mind what we're going to be talking about today, and I was like, can you imagine one of your friends?
Oh, I've seen
really like disparaging your work.
Oh, not my work as such, no. But I've seen like comments about me and stuff.
Oh, it's so shit.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I think it's fantastic.
No, it's just balls. Like, they're not your mates then, are they? They're not your
friends,
no.
Well, I suppose they weren't. Whenever I seen them, they weren't my friends anymore. Like, but I mean, there's only so much you can do in your own life to, come across as nice to someone else. Like, I mean, if no one likes me, then no one likes me. At the end of the day, I'm just going to be myself.
Well, that's it.
And then you go on the Facebook or something, and they tag like 4 or 5 people, and go, oh, who's this remind you of? You're like, come on, like,
no
seriously.
Way.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. But I'm guilty for doing that as well, because I just retaliate. I'm like, do you know what? At the end of the day, I'll stoop to your level and I will play that game. I just don't care. At the end of the day, it's like, that's it. It is what it is. But the fact that people have to go and do that is mental.
Do you think loyalty to yourself is more important than anything else?
Well, me being loyal to myself, being true to what I believe, then 100%. Yeah, I wouldn't change for anybody.
Yeah,
right. There's no point.
Yeah,
if you're gonna do that, then you're not really a 100% person. You're not a true person.
No, you're just people pleaser.
You're just a silhouette of yourself, really, aren't you?
Is there anything worse than somebody that always wants to please?
No, there's definitely not.
Like when a decision just can't be made. What do you want to do? Well, what do you want to do? No. Please just tell me what you want to do.
I'm just going to smack you in the face in a minute.
Yeah,
No, it's just. I know there's a difference like between indecisiveness and being that person, but
not being yourself. Yeah.
Christ, like just look at yourself in the mirror and go, are you serious?
Yeah.
Ask yourself in the mirror and go, well, what do you want to do?
Yep. Surely it comes to a point, like, thankfully it's never happened to me yet. Hopefully it never will.
Oh
but
dear.
Hopefully, like, what I'm saying is, right, if you ever get to the point where you look at something you've said or done or whatever and went, that's not me. Surely there's got to be a point where you sort of look at yourself and go, okay, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
Because, well, certainly should know yourself well enough to know how you would react in certain situations, or how you feel about, I don't know, politics situations or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if ever there does come that point, do you think that you do need to sort of sit yourself down, or what would you say?
I suppose there's a point when you think of what you're going to do or how you're going to react in certain situations, and there's the point where the situation actually brought upon you, and then you react differently as to what you think you're going to do. But I think me being true to myself, I don't know, I'm a pretty free spirit, like I don't really care. I don't know, I'm just a weird person. I I just react in any way I feel, but I don't know. I wouldn't think I'd be disloyal to myself.
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible for me to be
What do you
disloyal.
count as self-disloyalty?
Just literally being a person that I'm not, like...
Yeah.
I don't know, like even...
Do you mean like doing things you
doing
don't
anything,
like
saying something, or watching something? I just, like... People that watch things and do things to please someone else.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's different if, like, say your girlfriend says, well, can you watch this for me? Cause
yeah, let's watch Miss Congeniality.
I love Miss... I do not care. Absolutely brilliant film. Absolutely a brilliant film. And you may take all that laughter back and giggles and take it back. One is better than two, obviously, just saying.
Obviously.
But, yeah, no, like, it's not the film, because I'd probably watch her. I'd probably be like, Lauren, you come and watch this for me, please, because I want to watch it with you.
So I can Snapchat the boys. Oh, look what I have to watch again.
Oh, look what I have to watch. Oh, no. I don't even use Snapchat.
Oh, no.
But, yeah, no, it's just, like, that sort of stuff's different, because it's just, you're just compromising, you know. But whenever you're literally, like, I don't know, like, your friend was like, oh, have you seen this? I did my head in. Maybe years ago, there's a few friends of mine were like, people, were like, oh, did you watch, what was it? It was like, it wasn't Sunday, it was something else. Don't know what it was, but oh yeah, it was brilliant. But whenever that person's talking to them about like that episode, that, oh yeah, I remember that bit, and they don't give any knowledge or any info of what they watched. So it's clearly obvious you didn't even watch or pay attention to anything that was actually in that show. Yeah. But whenever people say they've done something just to
please someone else,
does my head in.
Yeah.
Literally, that's disloyal to me. That's just why would you do it to yourself?
Yeah.
What's like? What are you going to gain?
What do you gain? Yeah,
you're going to gain their friendship or something.
Yeah.
Gain their friendship through trust, because you're being yourself. There's no point.
Be honest. Exactly.
Being someone else is just, they're going to like that person, and then once that friendship ends, you're going to realize, well,
who was I? Where was I before?
If I was myself, maybe we'd still be friends. You know.
No, I know, definitely.
But I have no regrets in all my life. Like I people don't like me for what I am or who I am, then that's their prerogative. They can go and do whatever they want to do. You know.
Yeah.
What about yourself?
100%. I think self, like, realistically, it's your life, right? Yeah. Just without sounding too preachy, it is. And
not Bon Jovi anyway. No sponsorships by them either.
But
just take that off the list.
There's so many.
I know.
No, so far. But what do you call it? It is your life, and if you can't be loyal to yourself, and you can't think, right, okay, really don't like to do that, so I'm not going to do it anymore. Or, you know, I'm not really getting on with that person, so I'm going to put a bit more effort in, see what happens. If not, take care of myself. And sometimes you do have to be a bit selfish, I think.
You should always take care of yourself before you take care of others. Like,
yep.
I don't care in any aspect that is. Like, if you don't feel good in any shape or form, and you're mentally not there, then go fix yourself before you go out to the world.
Talk to anyone, literally.
Yeah. And there's
literally.
just
do whatever you need to do.
It's all about respecting yourself. At the end of the day, like, I mean, without sounding arrogant and stuff, like, everyone has to do it themselves. I know people do struggle with confidence issues and stuff, but I don't know if that's the thing about being disloyal to yourself, or just not actually having anybody, because sometimes you do need people to bring you up a little bit as well, you know.
Definitely. No, 100%.
If people don't do that, then shame on you.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing, is that I find we live in a culture at the moment where if you do something cool, or if you do something different, or if you do something that you really want to do and build something up, probably mentioned this before.
Oh yeah, we have, you have, sorry.
Yeah, so like if you do something like that, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
What, how dare you?
Yeah.
You know, that's what people get on like.
Yeah.
But no, 100% go for it.
I think my reply was, well, it's because I didn't think of it, you know. Yeah, that's basically what their whole
quite probably
angle is, really.
Or because, I don't know, like they weren't invited to join in, but you know what? It comes down to the fact that if somebody's making something awesome, or if somebody's trying something for a new job, if somebody's, I don't know, trying to learn a new skill, if that's what they want to do, and that's going to make them feel good.
If they're going back to uni or going back to tech or something.
Yeah, I tell you, that is, I always find that really impressive whenever people go and do further degrees or something, like
you
years.
You always know someone that's going to do that at some point, don't you?
What do you mean?
Well, your dad, wasn't he? You said about
possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I think that's really endearing. I think that's really, really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could ever have the confidence to go back at like What's your dad's like 93 or something? Nah, I don't think I'd ever have the confidence to go back to
50s, well,
it's crazy like
a couple more years, about 56 maybe.
Yeah. Not that it takes like loads of confidence for him to go back. It's just like obviously it's just because
he's retired. He's earned the right to do.
No,
well, he will be retired, not yet.
It's just whenever you're younger, your mind's made for molding. You know, so obviously whenever you're older, you've already got all your information in there, so it's hard to bring in new ones.
Yeah.
Which is why it's hard to teach other people how to do computers.
Exactly.
Which is a pinhole, but we all do try.
No,
I think it's really really cool that it actually happens, and I don't know if I'd ever be able to do that.
I don't know. I see myself. I really don't know. But until
it happens,
until you're in that situation, I don't know. And that's, I don't know. Like that's something. It's sort of going back to. It's going way back now. Actually, a lot of episodes. To our New Year's resolutions one.
Yeah.
Basically, I said in one of them, I want to get fitter and blah blah blah, and I have been working on it, to be honest. But
you've been trying.
Yeah, well, sort of. Yeah, I mean, see, to be honest, like I was thinking about it, the tail end of last week, and I thought it's not what I wanted. Oh. You know, it's not exactly what. Whenever I said it, then I had a completely different
image of how it would be right now.
How it be. So, I started thinking to myself, I was like, right, that's not what we wanted then. So let's really pump that up a bit and really put it. You know, dial it to 10 and just do it. 11. Well, that's it. I've done that. Dial it to 11 and just decided that I'm doing that. That's what
the more you push yourself, the more you're going to succeed at the end of the day.
That's it.
But
that's it. And
it's always trying to get that.
It comes down to the ball rolling. That's what I wanted then. So be true to yourself and just do it.
Maybe just listen to it over and over again.
That episode.
Yeah. Well, not the episode. Just like that, like specific bit of the episode. Just roll it back all the time and be like. Maybe what you should do, go to the gym and listen to it on a loop. I don't
bring my phone with me in the gym.
Well, do it then.
I don't bring it at all.
Bring the episode down to the gym and be like, could you play this for me, please?
Out loud for everyone to hear,
it's
please.
Motivation. # follow the wee podcast and everything.
Yeah.
I think that's fair play. I mean, I think the gym's not really a thing for me.
Yeah.
I'd rather sooner make my own gym.
Yeah.
Than go to the gym, like. I don't know, I'm just a weird person. Watching people do stuff like that in a gym, just their faces and stuff, it just really freaks me out.
See, I'm really weird in the gym. I don't pay attention. I don't really talk to anyone at all. I just see in between sets of exercises, I'll literally stare off and count, and then start again.
See, whenever I see something, I can't help but focus on it. Someone has like a booger on the end of the nose, I just stare at it the whole time. Or the same thing in a gym, you don't actually. He does checked. If I was like in the gym and some woman had like a bit of sweat hanging off her brow, I'd just look at it and just wait till it drops. Or some bloke had like a big sweaty back or something, I'd be like, go and pat it so let's see where the sweat ends up, you know.
I didn't know if it was just dark.
Just making sure, Is that tie-dyed, is that tie-dyed? But no, it's like that's you know, confidence and loyalty to yourself, just to go and have that push to go into the gym. Be like, I'm gonna make myself a statue.
Yeah, just to be honest, I was just being very honest with myself. I was very much from the end.
You have to do that sometimes, to sit down with yourself and just be like, what am I doing?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
legitimately, that's what it came down to. Like, you know, because that was way back. What, I don't know, 8 episodes ago, maybe more. I have literally no idea now.
Is it the 4th one or 5th
one? I have to be honest. I've really no idea. It's been the last 2 months flipping nuts.
It's just flying by. Like, I think these episodes are making a fly by. That's the thing. But well, I suppose together and talk about loyalty. This is a loyal project as well.
100%.
You can say that.
We've got some people that listen to us literally every week.
Yeah,
which is tough.
Actually, loyalty right there as well.
Some more subscribers this past week.
We did, yes. We had 2.
2? There you go. Nice.
1 or 2, 31, 32 now.
So number 31 and number 32. If you've got this far, thank you very much.
If you haven't, then you might end up at some point. But if you
haven't, we're just assuming.
If you haven't on your first try and it's your 45th try, then try harder. It's as simple as that. And if you don't have any loyalty for yourself, then unsubscribe. I don't care anymore. So annoying. But no, I think it's, like I said, it's quite endearing that people just have that. Like, I think
they're giving us essentially they're giving us an hour of their time a week.
Yeah,
which is class.
I think it's It's tough, like, listening to our voices, like, isn't it? It is, I suppose, but then again, we listen to ourselves all the time, so it's
I do literally listen to our podcast every week.
Yeah.
Just to see if I think we could have done it better, or what we can bring in the next week, or the next episode, or whatever.
Yeah, it's tough listening to it back because you don't know. Whenever we're saying these things, I don't think we know. Well, I know what we're saying, but
yeah.
Whenever you're thinking about it, or if you're in a different mood after the podcast or something, like 2 days later, you're like, "What on earth was I saying?" Like,
yeah. Do you ever get somebody saying to you, "Oh, do you remember you said this in your podcast?" And you're like,
"Yes, 100%. I remember every word I said."
I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, I suppose it's a bit different whenever you're on like 5 episodes, and not 45.
Well, that's it.
We're not on 45 at the minute. We're on 14, but still, that's quite a lot of weeks. That's
like
I can barely remember what I have for breakfast some days. Never mind.
Yeah.
Well, no, not breakfast. Lunch. I never have breakfast.
No. Most important meal of the day, Philip.
It's no, because it's either cereal or toast.
Not for me. I have porridge. Maybe I am 90.
Yeah. Well, Lauren has porridge as well. She loves porridge.
Maybe she's also 90.
No. just you. Do you put salt in your porridge or
what?
Sugar? No, okay.
Who puts salt on it?
That's the thing. People do that.
Seriously?
Mm.
I don't put anything in it.
Savoury or
neither?
Sugar? No sweets?
Nothing.
No polos or anything?
Flat out. Nothing. Sometimes they make it with water as well. What?
That is disgusting. Porridge just shouldn't be a thing. I'm sorry.
I like it.
Ready bread was great.
My granny used to make it for me.
I suppose that's
so it has a wee. Used to be that and
it's a wee sentiment.
A quarter of an orange. You like the big massive oranges?
Yeah, I've never. I don't think the last time I had an orange.
Used to be that. Cut into 4. She'd have one. Gran would have one. I'd have one. Peter'd have one.
That's class.
Yeah.
Still, though, porridge is the big no-no.
But right up until very end, she was eating those oranges. So if you want to live to like almost 100 guys, porridge and oranges.
Loyal to those oranges.
I tell you,
100%. All comes down to loyalty. Even if it's fruit, it's unbelievable. You're loyal to bloody porridge, for crying out loud.
I do.
I just think it's stupid.
To be honest though, I go and buy the
Quaker's
Oats So Simple ones.
So
like I just literally fill up the wee
sachet.
Yeah, and like pour it over.
The sachet. The wee sachet.
That's a long time ago I used to say that, but
what?
Yeah, I used to say that.
You're joking me.
No, I only found out when I was like 15. That's
sachet
not.
and a web of wing.
It was only whenever I was like 15. I remember I was walking to the canteen, and in school obviously, and my mate was like, "Oh, I something about sauce," and I was like, "Oh, I wonder if they have any of like the sachets of the red." He was like, "What?" And I was like, "Sachet?" He's like, "What's wrong with that?" He was like, "It's sachet." I was like, "But there's a T." Like I honestly had no idea I was saying that wrong.
Really?
Seriously?
It's like a little French word or something, isn't it?
Yeah, but like from then I'd be like, "Oh God, I can never say that again." So
just like a French word with a T. Oh, it's wa at the end of that then. That's mental. I never heard anyone say sachet before.
I know how retarded that. Honestly, I can't believe I was saying that. It's literally the worst.
That is terrible. No, well, I suppose you're not loyal to that word anymore.
No, it's gone.
You should look at the dictionary now.
Yeah,
just be loyal to the dictionary, look at all the definitions.
Oh,
that's terrible, man. I can't believe you said that. That's absolutely brilliant. But
there's some other words as well. I'm pretty sure I used to say wrong, but I'll update you on those that I remember.
Wobber ring being one of them.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was Jonathan Ross's fault. Ross's fault. Whatever you call his fault. You have to update me at some point though.
I will. No, I will. I'll get you more words because I remember there's others that I'm still not massively confident in saying. So I'll start and then let them finish and be like, yeah, that one.
Really?
Yeah.
We need to get a wee episode going on that one. Honestly, that'd be brilliant.
I'll have to get them down, but there's some words I'm like
Clarky's own dictionary.
Yeah. Like, is that right? And then
are you being serious?
I'm deadly serious. Like I know there's people that make it up, like they can't say like I don't know,
I know,
like
it's
probably or don't even.
It's like
whenever my wee sister whenever my wee sister was younger, she would say wasp. Was a wasp. You joking? I swear to God.
A wasp?
She got stung in the neck once, like here. So I got stung by a wasp.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
Oh, wasp.
That was funny. But no, genuinely, I'll have to have a think because even there, I'm pretty sure I didn't finish the word sachet. I think you finished it because I was like
yeah, you did,
and then you finished it.
yeah.
I do that with some other words, but I'm not sure what they are.
Oh, wasp, that's brilliant. It's even better than sachet.
Yeah.
No, well, hopefully, we'll get that going for another episode at some point. But
Yeah.
thanks
That's
very
probably
much
worth
for
a listen.
yeah, thanks very much for listening. Yeah, to all my words. But no, thanks very much for listening, folks, and we do appreciate it.
Yes, and thanks for being so loyal so far too.
Yes, indeed.
Bye.